Hey all, this is Igor from Stone Jesus, ready to tell you everything about Shadowland, the first single from Songs to Sun, the first album from our The Songs trilogy, and also I'm gonna show you how to play the first riff from this song. Ready? Let's go. So Shadowland is the type of song that I love the most. I mean, writing and listening to this type of songs. This is the type of song that I call deceivingly simple. Like, this is something that has no mind-blowing like technicality on the surface, and it seems to be very obvious. But when you listen more and more to this track, you actually discovering more and more nuances, like rhythmical nuances, time signature nuances, some melodic things, and some little details that are hidden away. So this is kind of music that I love writing, and this is kind of music that I love listening to as well. Shadowland starts with this thing that I call big dumb riff, and I don't mean it derogatory. I mean, like, this is not like exclusively a stoner or doom thing. Like, big dumb riffs can be found anywhere. I actually call them after Soundgarden song. Big dumb riffs are great, but they also need to be used sparingly. Like, with big dumb riffs, microdosing is essential. You know what? Don't quote me on that. Because if you have song just built from big dumb riffs, there is no contrast. There is no light to this darkness, you know? There is no easiness to this heaviness. So you gotta have something to reflect the big dumb riff. I mean, there are obviously exceptions, like the song Rituals of the Sun from The Harvest is literally 3 big dumb riffs, one after another. And it somehow works. Rituals of the Sun. You know what? We gotta bring it back to our set lists. So the first riff, it wasn't inspired by anyone particular, but I'm pretty sure that something like that was on some like Black Sabbath album, because Father Tony is the best riff master of all. So yeah, here's a task for you. If you find anything sounding similar to the first riff in Shadowland, let me know down in the comments. Okay, so this riff is very basic, it's very simple. It's built around the pentatonic scale. And this is how you play it. So the first phrase is... Then you basically repeat it for the second phrase. You're basically shifting the accents, so it's the same riff, but a little trickier. There you go, big dumb riff, done it.
And action.
The next one is the verse riff. And I'm pretty sure this one was inspired by Porcupine Tree songs. Like, actually, Dead Wind is my favorite Porcupine Tree album, and I was listening to it a lot when I was working on this song a few years back. Yeah, sometimes it's Fear of a Blank Planet, but usually it's Dead Wing, if we're talking about my favorite Porcupine Tree albums. And I wanted to have this like funky feeling to the verse riff, again, to have this contrast to the big dumb riff before. And I'm pretty sure, since Steven Wilson is a huge Prince fan, those riffs in those 3 songs were heavily inspired by Prince. And now by proxy, you have Prince influence in Stone Jesus. The more you know. And now the chorus riff. And the chorus tribalistic drum figure was heavily inspired by Wood from Alice in Chains. So the chords are somewhat built around that as well. And this tribalistic figure creates this dramatic tension, which resolves by big drum riff, which follows the chorus. Rick Beato, drop me a line. So you might think this is it, right? The riff, the verse, the chorus, what's more? But no. Remember me talking about deceivingly simple sounds? There's a tiny little thing which precedes the second verse. And I put it there because I know some people who would be listening to this song and they would go, okay, they have the riff, they have the verse, they have the chorus, probably nothing else. But no, there is this little nugget, just one phrase in 6/4, which follows the big dumb riff and precedes the second verse. And if you listen closely to our song Silkworm Confessions from the Harvest album, you're gonna hear the same figure but played backwards. I think at this point, being 15 years old, Stone Jesus can afford some self-referential stuff like that. I mean, this little curveball thrown in there. I think it's a fine one, and kudos to you if you discovered it by yourself. So the riff, verse, chorus, the riff, then this little thing, verse, chorus, and then there is riff, but there is also this figure played on top of it. And you heard this figure before in the chorus. Actually, the inspiration for this figure came from a Slipknot song, believe it or not, from Duality, because Duality begins with this riff that it's played simultaneously on bass down there below, and on piano, like with little bells there on top. It's the only thing that slowly stops the ache. So this unison creates this uneasy feeling that I wanted to bring to Shadowland as well. So there you have it. There's a Stone Jesus song that is influenced simultaneously by Prince and by Slipknot. So after that, we're gonna have a chorus one more time with some other lyrics and played like with a double time drums. This is something that I call punky chorus. This is our punk rock chorus. And then the song ends with another curveball with like an uncommon time signature riff that was never featured in the song before. The one that I call the Mastodon riff. And I really love this little motherfucker. Lyric-wise with Shadowland, I wanted to evoke a certain feeling. I wanted to describe a certain state of someone being drowning, not physically, but more like mentally, being in this quicksand and looking for a helping hand. And some people whom I've shown the song told me that this is about addiction. Other people said that this is about depression. I myself thought that this is my reflection on being a huge people pleaser and having some problems because of that. Like the way I'm getting out of my way to please some other people and forgetting about my own needs. And you know, this is great for people to have different interpretations of the song. This is something that I'll always be striving for myself as a writer. I mean, I love the songs which go, he's coming from point A to the point B to do the thing C and whatever. But also, like, it's really cool to have lyrics that evoke the state, the feeling, the emotion that are not literal. And for me, as a creative, as a songwriter, it is very important for people to have their own interpretations of what's happening in the lyrics, because this is the best way to get attached to the song and to find something personal in it. And in the end of the day, it's, I guess, the final goal, to share something of my own, to make it a part of your story as well. So now, despite the fact that the song is ruined forever by my endless explanations and you know all the secrets about it now, I'm still hoping that you're gonna enjoy it, you're gonna still be listening to it, and you're gonna discover more of interesting stuff coming your way from our 6th album, Songs to Sun, which is also the first part of the Songs trilogy. Stay tuned for the next video on this channel very soon. Subscribe, push the bell, do all the things that other people ask you to do.